Hey folks, how's it going? I want to talk to you briefly about the book that I've asked you to purchase for this course. And I want to say a few things. First, the good news. I am not going to quiz you weekly on different chapters in the book. That's not the point. That's not kind of my thinking behind why I'm asking you to take a look at this. Instead, I want you to kind of think of the course as having an academic side and a real world side. And the academic side are all of the skills that we're working on and talking about. So, on the academic side, we're looking at what rhetoric is. We're looking at how to analyze arguments. We're looking at how to build arguments. We're thinking about how to take on various perspectives. We're looking at how we have to use research. These are all of the academic skills we're working on. This book, however, gives us examples of what happens in the real world. And so the book, in a sense, is giving us all of these case studies, so to speak. So case studies from the world of tobacco, case study from the world of healthcare, case study from the world of pharmaceuticals, case study from the list goes on and on. And we're seeing how arguments within these various fields work. And whether or not those arguments are strong, whether or not those arguments are rhetorically effective. And so that's what we're using this book for. We're looking to see how the skills we talk about in the class apply to the real world. And so I'm going to have you read through a lot of different case studies at different points in time. And that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to force you to write on those case studies, but I do want you to see that those case studies may become jumping off points. So maybe you read a section that has to do with the healthcare industry. You may not necessarily have to write on the healthcare industry, of course you could, but it may give you a way of thinking about other industries that you're involved in or interested in, and you can then start to apply the thinking to those industries. So this book's kind of foundational for us, right? We're going to use it throughout the course, and each time that I have you read a little bit, I'll have you do some work with the book, but not necessarily such that you have to make sure that you memorize every part of it so you can pass a quiz. Instead, it's going to help us get a real cool understanding of how these skills we're working on play out in the real world. I hope that that clarifies. And I look forward to the ideas you have about the book in your first write-up coming in next week. Take care.